On a winding path at Silverwood Wildlife Sanctuary in San Diego's East County, a group sets off on a search for nature.
Oh, I see a bird.
Binoculars pressed against their eyes, they identify the bright blue bird.
If anybody wants to see what we're looking at, it's this western scrub jay.
But the little bird and dozens of other native species could face a tough spring if dry conditions persist.
If we go, weeks again with no rain, it will be very much like 2002.
Philip Unit is a researcher and curator of birds and mammals at the San Diego Natural History Museum. He has studied the impact of drought on birds, as in 2002, when the region received just over 3 inches of rain.
The birds just didn't nest when it was that dry.
Unit says breeding season could be brief again this year, if it happens at all. His concerns extend beyond a few flocks.
Really all species associated with the sage scrub and the chaparral. The California and the spotted towhees, California thrasher, Rufous crowned sparrow, California gnatcatcher.
Nearly 40 bird species build their homes in the native shrubs of San Diego County. In a normal rain year, the plants would already be sprouting new growth.
And there's hardly any, and you can see a lot of the branches are dead.
Fresh new greenery attracts volumes of insects, the primary food source for birds.
But just the rain itself really stimulates them so that they don't wait until they find there's no food and they already have a nest of young. They won't even try.
Instead, Unit says if they pass the window of opportunity to breed, they'll move on to the next stage of their lives.
Replacing the feathers, going through molt.
In previous long droughts, Unit says the region experienced a rapid change of plants and animals. Some species moved in to take advantage of new habitats and others died back. Unit says there's evidence of that happening in the Cuyamaca Mountains following the 2003 and 2007 wildfires.
The mountain chickadee and pygmy nuthatch, two of the birds that were the most abundant in the Cuyamaca Mountains before the fire, were absolutely decimated and their recovery has been extremely poor.
But some new species drawn to the newly opened habitat have responded positively and moved in, such as the lazuli bunting.
A brilliant blue bird is the biggest fire follower of all. And in Cuyamaca Rancho State Park, after that burned almost totally in 2003, the next few years, the lazuli bunting was the most abundant species.
Unit says drought-induced fires have caused an acceleration of changing ecosystems.
We can't regret evolution happening. That's like regretting the sun setting in the evening. Many of us, perhaps, were not prepared for it to happen at this rate in our lifetime.
It could be months or years before this drought's impact on birds is fully understood, but Project Wildlife could get a first glimpse.
I expect that there will be more stress on the new wildlife families.
Beth Ugaretz is executive director of the Wildlife Rescue and Rehabilitation Group. She says last year they took in 8,000 wildlife creatures. Most were baby birds. She says this year with the drought, it could be different.
We might anticipate perhaps a slower season with births or fewer survivors from the babies that are born.
Back at Silverwood Wildlife Sanctuary, children get a lesson on birds' nests inside the visitor center.
And then that's a little tiny hummingbird nest. Oh, they're so little.
Come this spring, the avian architecture could be as rare as falling rain. Susan Murphy, KPBS News.